and I'm back with another part for today's round of Horizon Zero Dawn. Earlier, we did Cauldron Zeta, which ended up being the shortest and easiest out of all of them, surprisingly. Then we went and finished Aaron's quest line in Meridian involving that Ostrom warlord who was just basically fueled on an endless blood vengeance. And we finally met up with Olin, and we helped him get his family back. And now he's pointed me up here to these ruins, and now there's a mysterious voice speaking. There's a mysterious stranger voice talking to me on the focus who's leading me to this quest, Maker's End. However, I'm not gonna do it yet. I want to go further down here to the Tall Neck, get a bunch of stuff that's around here, and then work my way back up. So I may not get to Maker's End tonight, but I will do as much as I can in the process. So anyway, Tall Neck time. Ravagers. Trampler. Don't want to fuck with them right now. There's my target. Tall Neck, 12 o'clock. And he's not alone. Definitely the most deserty area in the game so far. Tank. Looks like some kind of battlefield. Tank and machine rubble everywhere. There it is, straight ahead, looming over the horizon.
Must be close to a signal.
This must be the platform to get on. Oh.
I must be closing in on the signal.
Just watch. Shadow Cult? Or are these regular? Oh, they're regular.
That'll help.
Oh, the Shadow Archer. Good. Shadow Soldier, huh? So he was a bad guy. I thought there was something strange about these Karja. With their black armor. Oh, look at that. A red sunrise. Sweet. I love how the tall one just kept going. Didn't even care. He's just doing his thing. Taking scans of everything.
It's on to me. These will keep.
So, inadvertently teamed up with Shadow Karja. They didn't really do much, admittedly, but... eh. Okay.
I thought they'd go on forever.
Yeah, this looks like an old battlefield. There's like machines and tanks and shit all over this desert. Odyssey ready. Far Zenith Odyssey ready for launch imminently. High orbit, April 1st, 2065. We're not blind to the irony of making this announcement on April 1st, said Far Zenith spokesman Oswald Dalgrad in a live holocast this morning, but I can assure you this is not a prank. Construction on the Odyssey is complete. All systems appear to be entirely operational. In short, we're ready to go. All that remains is to run comprehensive system tests, especially of the bleeding-edge antimatter pulse drives, and resolve various minor logistical details. The announcement comes a mere 4 years after Far Zenith's purchase of the derelict Odyssey, abandoned in orbit in July 2057. Dalgrad wrapped the announcement by fielding questions from press log-ons. Of the size of the crew, Dalgrad said, adults, humans, very minimal, 50 to 60 individuals, but of course the living and breathing folks aren't the real head count here. That'd be the 200,000 zygotes in cryo storage. When asked about the projected launch date, Dalgrad answered, we're absolutely going to hit this July date. Obviously, we would have loved another few years to train our crew, but with the situation on Earth deteriorating as it is, we've decided to move aggressively. Is this during the Machine War? Sounds like it. You know, preserve as many traces of genetically, Oswald notes solemnly. Terrible crisis. Either way, we at Far Zenith are committed to doing all we can to ensure that humanity has a future, if not on its own home planet, then elsewhere. Okay. So, as to the remaining 76 members of Far Zenith and their identities, Dalgrad remained characteristically coy. They're fine, he said. Thanks for asking. So, yeah, they all just resigned to their fate by this point. Wait a minute. Is this a starship? I think it is the remains of a starship. Look forward here, looks like around where the cockpit would be. And look at this, here's a wing.
This should be a good spot for jumping onto the tall neck.
Looks like a ship of some kind. Or an aircraft. Go around, scout the surrounding ends of the tall neck, and then be on my way.
Thought I found this.
Something green right there. I thought I saw something green. Nope, it's just the bellow back. I was seeing things.
Just stay out of their way for now.
There's another thing here somewhere. Ah. Dalgrad on FCZ Opens up about Far Zenith a little. February 28th, 2061, Osvald Dalgard never stopped smiling. Before last month, the Danish tech Wunderkind was known primarily as the creator and CEO of All Seeing Hollow, the world's most popular Hollow film sharing service. Like a streaming service? But for the past few weeks, Dalgard has been a public face of Var Zenith, the self-described futurist consortium responsible for reviving the Odyssey colony ship project. Oswald seems an unlikely spokesman for a shadowy group of billionaires, but maybe that's the point. He is bright-eyed, handsome in a nerdy, rail-thin way, endlessly enthusiastic. When I arrive at the All-Seeing offices for our interview, he glances behind me as if waiting for a hollow camera crew to swarm in my wake. So this will be published as text, an article. He speaks English with barely an accent at all. I nod and his smile impossibly widens. This is just incredible. Really super, really quaint. Love it. Really real super quaint. Love it. Oswald's countenance may be exuberantly inviting, but the organization for which he serves as a mouthpiece is anything but. To date, he is the only publicly acknowledged member of Far Zenith, which claims to comprise 77 of the world's wealthiest persons. Hopefully one of them's not George Soros or anyone with the name Soros, because they're bad news. Moving on. It's more fun this way, don't you think? Asks Oswald. The mystery... It's, what would you call it? A mystery box? Oh god, no. No J.J. Abrams, please. It's stagecraft. For Zenith is as much a performance art as he is a functional futurist endeavor. Although it's that as well, I can tell you that there's nothing sinister about it. We are devoted not only to extending humanity's legacy beyond the solar system, but also to making the world sexier, I suppose. More interesting. Far Zenith is science and transcendence, but it's also fashion, rock and roll, you see. You know, I don't know if this actually ends up being the case, but the game could likely very much contradict me in exposition. But what would happen if in a sequel the remaining humans that went up in the Odyssey came back, and space, space, time dilation, you're out there, but it works, but time is different over there compared to how time works over here because of the distance and the orbits involved. What if they came back and, they see the results of planet Earth as it is right now? That'd be interesting. Well, no, I don't, but I don't tell Oswald that. Instead, I ask him a question that's been on the minds of a lot of people since Far Zenith purchased the unfinished colony ship. If the combined efforts of the U.S., China, India, Japan, and Western European alliance couldn't finish the Odyssey, what makes Far Zenith think it can? Well, they teamed up with China. No wonder it stopped. He says, here's where I get to blow your mind. Very exciting. We are not interested in escaping a dying world. For us, this is not an act of panic or of adrenal survival reflex. The Odyssey under the stewardship of Far Zenith will be a triumph, not a retreat. This is why we will succeed, why we are succeeded, really. Oswald makes it hard to press for answers. His answers are labyrinthine, but something in his tone and his body language makes them feel downright linear. How much of this is a put on NA data corrupted? Wait a minute. Was there something else? Nope. And it looks like the insides of a ship of some kind. Oh, no. Nope. Wait, it did hurt me. Huh, it hit me, but it didn't hurt me. I'm amazed.
I should be able to jump onto the tonic from here.
Hopefully. Got it.
Okay, time to climb up to its head.
Up and away then. Well, this is a good way to climb up. I like how each tall neck is slightly structurally different to climb. Granted, it's Far Cry 3 all over again, but eh. Alrighty then. Override. Alrighty then. Wait for it till it gets away from them. All tall necks overridden. Yay! And level 44. Walk free, big boy. Ah, it did kill them. I didn't even have to get away from them. The shock, the electronic wave just short-circuited all of them. There's a rock eater over there. Nope, tramplers. Couldn't tell from a distance. Alrighty then. House there and a fire there. Some kind of coliseum right here. Probably something to do with the main game. Well, I'm going to head east and head downwards. Is that the base from before that I raided? I think it is. Yeah, that's the place where, what's-his-name was being held. And I saved his ass.
gets past them.
What's in here? Whoa.
Gonna need this.
A cave in. Ah, shit. Is that a goose? Can't see nothing. Yeah, I wish they wouldn't. Another one. Or was he already there? Okay, is he dead? Are they all dead? Can I go now? I didn't want to take all of them out, but they left me no choice. And I wish I could ride the Lancehorns, but they won't let me, so... yeah.
Can stop tensing up.
Snap Maws over there.
I'd have to ditch something.
Well, great. Fighting back. I'll do double shot. I hear that's useful. Sheesh, the amount of detail is insane. An vantage point up here. Yay! They put climbing stuff over here. They remembered. Ah, there it is. Kind of hard to see in the rock sometimes where the climbing bits are. It's not as blatant as Uncharted. That must be it. These vistas are gorgeous, man. Sheesh. I wonder if any of this is actually based on actual rock formations that they, they plastered into the game. Huh. What do they fight down there? Ah, there it is. Didn't see it. It's not as blatant as Uncharted, so I have to, like, look much more closely. Fast travel pack that I can get rid of.
Overdosing at Wyatt's cottage, I went out walking along the water. I was standing right here when the idea hit me. And the moment it did, I knew I had to do it.
Looks like this was a watering hole for, like, vacationers. Like spring break or whatever. And look at that. Even balloons, they're still used those. A little drone right there to fly on. Hi, Ma. I came here with a duffel full of drugs after I found out about the plague. I had a plan, a simple one. I figured I'd spend a few days getting high, then OD on Overcast. I guess I was still furious at Wyatt for aiding and abetting your silence. If everything had gone according to plan, my corpse would have lay rotten in the cottage for who knows how long. He would have needed to lease catastrophic cleaning bots just to scrape me off the floor. A skeletal middle finger from beyond the grave. But things didn't go to plan. For some reason, I went out walking before I got high. I trudged along the shore thinking of all the times we walked and talked here. How I'd changed over the years. How you'd stayed the same whether I was a high schooler jabbering about AP classes or a university student gossiping about my professors or a FAS engineer pontificating about payload yields. You were always there, always listening. Always interested, and always encouraging me, of course, spurring me on, onwards and upwards. But now here I was, an abject failure, standing alone on this beach, as all around me children chased play bots across the sand, sunbathers basked, families splashed in the water or zipped past on old-timey boats, utterly oblivious to the mechanical terrors that would soon consume them. Okay, so he definitely was seeing it all go to hell. Hence the Apoca shitstorm bit. Brief moments in the sun, doomed to end in horror and amount to nothing. All your love and devotion, all the sacrifices you made to support my success, what had that come to? Failure. And at such cost, we never even got a chance to say goodbye. But even if I hadn't failed, if I'd gone on succeeding, would that have been any better? The whole time I was crawling my way up the ladder at FAS, the company's military division was creating the tech that would end the world. I served the same master. Success was a ladder to nowhere. It just took falling off and landing on the Vantage project to see it. I don't know why, but the irony of that had never hit me until I was standing on this beach. It was only because I'd failed and been assigned to Vantage, an abandoned time capsule project, that I'd found out the world was ending. Irony, more like a cosmic joke. Why then did the realization hit me like an inspiration? I had access to the tech. I knew I could do it. Sure, in the end, it would all just come to nothing, like everything else, but for 50,000 years or more, whatever data I left behind would still be there. But for 50,000 years or more, whatever data I left behind would still be there. Okay. Thought it was a question for some reason. Would still be there. It wouldn't be much, but it wouldn't be nothing either. I went back to the cottage, stashed the drugs, called the Lifespin into town. If I was going to make an end of the world tour, I figured I might as well do it in style. So I leased a Sabara and rode that to FAS. I let myself into the lab, signed out 12 Vantage spikes for testing, put them in the trunk of the Sabara, and the rest is history. It was less than 2 weeks ago. Feels like forever. When I started the tour, I figured I'd come back here and pick up where I left off. Get high, then dead. But the first thing I did when I got back was incinerate the drugs. All 2.5 months of salary worth, so that bridge to oblivion has literally been burned. I don't know how I'm going to die, but it can't be like that. I know how you felt about me and drugs. However it happens, I can at least promise you this. I will die clean. I still have one last spike to sink. One final stop on the Grand Mystery Tour. I'll see you there. So, he worked at a company called Pharaoh, and from what he's saying, that was the company where all the madness happened, where the machines became self-aware and started eating everything, or something like that. How would that even work? I mean, the Reapers in Mass Effect I understood, but how do the Corruptors and whatnot, how did they manage to go do it? Do they, like, how do they digest it all? I mean, at least with the Reapers in Mass Effect, they explained, like, hey, they took our DNA, put it in, like, biocomputers and shit, at least, and made and used and melted down our flesh to make it into, like, the alloy or whatever. It was weird, okay? But that's what I remember. There's a bit up top right there. There's a thing down here. I think I'll go to this campfire right here and make my way down. So how are the machines doing it? How are they digesting and consuming all that organic life as they go across the world? Like, how? Where does it go? I hope the game explains, because I have no idea how that would work. Or do they turn into biofuel or something? I'm gonna go here, yeah.
Poor Troll. And poor Lita.
Reminiscing about the whole thing. Yep, it was up here that we were at before. And the camp is still there smoking away.
Poor Troll. And poor Lita.
You just said that. So this is Shadow Carja territory, huh? So far, they're not doing anything. You'd think for a band of slavers and shit, they'd say, "Hey, red-headed Nora over there, we can make slaves out of her," or something. Why don't they react?
Move along.
It's like, yeah, whatever. The developers haven't programmed us to do anything yet, so we're just gonna stand here and let her do what she wants.
Strange about old men dying. Still,
Oh.
grandfather seemed healthy.
A fighting
A
ring.
ceasefire? It's a nice idea, but what's the point? It won't bring us home any faster.
As to the ceasefire, perhaps we need a respite from violence, even if it is temporary.
I guess even there, some of them are tired. Merchant. I've gotten all the weapons at this point, right? Yup, except for the hunting lodge ones. We've only faced two behemoths in the game so far. I haven't seen any more. Yeah, they attacked that one settlement, and since then I haven't seen any more of them. It's like they only appeared at that one point in time, and I have yet to see them show up ever again. Which is odd, really. Yeah, the big rhino ones, I don't know what happened to them. Showed up once and they fucked off.
Days are coming, friend.
I heard another good accident tonight.
Okay, another one right there. Over here. Reminds me of old Roman roads. The way it's all paved out. Whoa, cactus. A lot of cactus. Great. Long legs. Wonderful. Leave me alone, go bother them. Okay. I've been fucked. Oh, great. Put me down in a crack that I can't jump out of. Lovely. Ugh. If I gotta do this again, I gotta do this again. Fuck me. Ugh. I love how he can hear me coming in and he's like, oh, position. They're supposed to be the bad guys and they're not even doing anything to me. I guess the ceasefire applies to everyone. Okay, can I kindly get at least one of those striders and ride out away from the long legs? Because I really would prefer not to fight any of them. I'd prefer to go on my merry way.
For later.
Arja Outlander, huh? Huh, where are they going? Yeah, whatever. Nothing important, I guess.
I'm ready.
Chief's Light. Or Or Shapes Light, I don't know. No stashes. Guess not, it's just an outpost. Alrighty then. 34, what could be over here? Do I dare look? Well. Do I dare do it? Do I dare do it? Ugh. This is gonna blow, isn't it? Can't be any worse than the freaking rock eaters or whatever. Did I even need that? Fire kiln, fire kiln, fire kiln. Don't really have much of it. Behemoths. Could I do it? Body's fire, everything else is with the tear. And there's little ones. Well, I asked about behemoths, and there they are. Is that ice or lightning? There's the electricity. Killed one of them, somehow. What? Come on. I really hate their rock throwing. It's so fucking imprecise. Yeah, by imprecise I mean random as fuck. Think you dodged the rocks? Oh, think again, motherfucker. I like the behemoths better than the rock eaters in that they don't burrow, but their psychic gravity rock throwing bullshit is just, well, that bullshit. And you can barely get away from it. Not helped by the fact that it's very hard to get an aim on some of their weaknesses, like the lightning charge bit. Oh yeah, hit me a million times over, despite the fact that I'm away. Do I want to use something else? Bombs, flame. I'll try flame.
That'd be fascinating if they weren't looking for me.
I love how when I try to get out of the way, it hits me anyway. Okay, got him. Come on. I don't care for their cargo, I just want to bring them down. Save that for the regular ones. Got him. Ugh. Much better than the last time. Fatty meat.
That's it. Nothing to see here.
I need that again. Yeah, the cargo containers I can worry about on the regular ones, but for the corrupted ones, I don't give a crap. Because they're a hassle as it is already. Either way, that went by much better than the first time. I mean, yeah, it's still bullshit with how they spray freaking rocks on me and I die within 2 seconds anyway, but... whatever. At least it's much more doable than the freaking diggers. Anything but those.
Never know when I might need these.
Behemoth heart. Okay. Go back to sharpshoot. Yeah, fire's their weakness. And the bigger they are, much more annoying they are. You know, lava bomb at them. Get it over with. Alright, corruption zone dealt with. Now for the flower over there. If I can get over there.
Scrabbling a bit.
Nice rock formations. Millions of years of erosion and geographic changes. Geographic pressures. I like how she reacts by trying to slide downhill. Save right here. So if anything happens, I don't get sent back to Lord knows where. And Lord knows when. Another Ravager. Away with you. Foul beastie. Who else wants, There's the flower.
Shot for this one.
Extra points. With the gun.
Stocking up.
Watchers, what are they all looking at? $45. Woo! Well, they weren't really guarding anything, but still. Oh, wait a minute. There was something.
Hardy little plant.
I thought I saw something on my focus. Mourn mosquitoes? No, I do not want to mourn mosquitoes. What are they? What is this? Like, Pleagly from, hold on a second. Kasabian, won't someone think of the mosquitoes? Only guy on the planet upset about mosquitoes being driven to extinction. March 18th, 2060, Blood Moon Star and Human Attention Vacuum. Ryan Kasabian is very disappointed in you, world. How dare you celebrate the death of billions of innocent mosquitoes like that? Are you ashamed? Well, what is this guy? Pleagly from Lilo and Stitch? Oh yeah, he liked mosquitoes at first. Oh, they're so great. Yeah, they're fine. Yeah, until he let himself get surrounded by hundreds of them, and they all munched on him at the same time until he was bandaged up for the whole night. Yeah, I bet you wish mosquitoes weren't an endangered. I bet you wish mosquitoes weren't an endangered species after that, don't you? You idiot. You one-eyed green fool. 32-year-old actor spleen vented while accepting the less than coveted award for baddest vampire hero at the Edgescape Choice Awards. Oh, he's about as much of a vampire as Edward Cullen, I see. Don't forget it was a thing too, an entire species exterminated in the blink of an eye. We were planetary stewards who claimed the beast as the clawback. We're doing a lousy job of it. The lousy job Kasabian is referring to there, the eradication of mosquito-borne diseases. both old standards like malaria, Zika, West Nile, encephalitis, and new die-off era emergent viruses like Jornu and Tripura. Yeah, world. Lousy job getting rid of those bugs and the plagues they carried. Good thing we've got the guy from the lunar mining base overrun by sexy vampires, how to remind us of crimes against mosquitoes. There's a bloodsucker in there somewhere. Oh, yeah. A social justice warrior, a mosquito justice warrior. Isn't that something? Yeah, no thank you. They can die for all I care. Cry of the birds, who knows how many petals they had fallen. Blah, 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 blah. Ugh, mosquitoes. No, those things can go extinct. Thank you very much. The bats and birds can feed on something else. Okay, did that. Giant ring right here. Looks kind of like a coliseum. I'll go right here and make my head westward. Okay. Sorry, just kind of got busy on my phone. Alrighty. So, westward here, then here to the, I think, the last Banuk figure. I think it is. Mount the bull and head over. Nope, that's fire kiln. Don't need that. Another trampler site. More long legs, and those ravagers are sawtooths. Sawtooths. Haven't seen them in a million years. And I frankly want nothing to do with them either. Now, if that isn't a Capitol building, I don't know what is. The closest there is for the Shadow Carja, I guess. And there's a side mission. What did I tell you? But I will do that after I get Banuk. And there is...
I must advise you against visiting Sunfall.
You again.
The powers that ordered your death believed they were successful. If you reveal yourself to their agents in Sunfall, your escape will have been for nothing.
Well, that's certainly ominous.
Sunfall, huh? An appropriate name, I guess. So this Banuk exile, he really took the time to go climbing up all these mountains, setting off all these ropes, and painting all these murals. For the son he never got to see, and the wife that died. Well, you can't fault his dedication, I suppose. Slow motion for no reason. Another ledge for an alternate route, I guess. Now that is quite the view. Look at that. Look at the tall neck over there. Damn. And the satellite dish. And the mountains. Oy. And the God rays. Jesus Christ, the God rays. And there's the last one. I think. The vision.
The wind sculpture. Banuk, probably.
Just like all the other ones. Yup, that's all of them. All Banuk figures found trophy just activated. Yay. Tektuk, falsely accused, exiled, starving, and cold. I faltered. This, I confess, as the death chills overcame me. I lost will and purpose and felt the bottomless callousness of fate. But then a vision I saw in my mind's eye, an endless white plain with only a single figure waiting. It was you. I knew, in death if not in life, I would see you again. When the chills faded, I rose with new hope. I paint my mark here for you in anticipation of our meeting and leave you this offering, though it will never touch the warmth of your hands. Blah-de-blah-de-blah. That's the last of them. Another vantage point there, there. Several more vessels. It won't pick it up. Seriously, some of the context-sensitive motions that are supposed to be done don't work. Like, you'd find plants, and in this case, a machine buried in a bush that you're supposed to be able to pick up. Well, the game won't let me pick it up. It's glitched. That's an issue I have. Stuff I'm able to pick up won't be picked up because it's buried under something. It's very annoying.
Tough, but I'm used to it.
Wait, wasn't there a a side quest right here. There it is. Oh, I don't want that. I don't want that either. Who could want my help all the way out here? These like poor folks.
Sun gives me hope. For a minute.
So I guess they're slaves or something. Or no, they're not. Well, wait, if they were slaves, why would they be out here? Carja refugee. Shadow Carja refugee. Are they refugees of the old government? Like they came out here with the old ones?
She's very pale. Is she unwell?
Yes. She's a fighter, but the fever on her won't lift. It only burns hotter. Her name is Shiana, my sister.
Isn't there anyone in Sunfall who can help?
We're refugees. We know our place. And there's only one healer in the territory. He's difficult. His soul is in shadow.
His soul is in shadow.
Galiv. That's him. He's very clever, but he has little care for people. Perhaps the desert scoured it all away. Perhaps he was always like that. Either way, I know he won't help us.
Well, I'll see about that. Where would I find him?
Last I heard, he was patching up soldiers at Blazon Arch. Another border battle.
Oh yeah, we were there. Talk to Galiv.
I'll keep the moon from your brow.
Sunfall, huh? Well, thankfully, I already went there, so I can just travel to and fro and be done with it. He's probably gonna want me to do something for him. You know he's gonna do it. And there's a big circle structure right there next to Sunfall. Is that a Coliseum? It kind of looks like one from above. After all, the old Carja government was quite fond of his little death ring.
The surface is starving us out, plain and simple.
He doesn't seem to be healing anyone right now.
Are you Galiv? The healer?
I had planned to spend the day gazing at the lands of my exile and feeling sorry for myself, but you're not from Sunfall, so this could be interesting.
I came from the tent city there. There's a sick girl. Her brother told me about you.
The answer is no.
What?
No, I can't spare the medicine, nor my time to administer it. My resources are already spread thin, thin as the soiled cloths I have to use for dressings.
Why won't you help?
Look at it from my perspective. What meager goods I can get must be smuggled in. That's expensive. The behemoth's share goes to the military. Of course, there are the demands of the Citadel. Helis' kestrels are so prone to sticky ends. What's left, that's for the nobles, who can pay well for my services.
Look at it from my perspective. A little girl is sick.
I think we are calling to each other across an ideological impasse.
What's stopping me from just making you do it?
I'd have to cause a situation. And you wouldn't harm the only healer disgraced enough to work for the Shadow Carja, would you?
Well,
True.
we've only just met, but yes, it's tempting.
And take it up with the Citadel. They decide who lives and dies. Nothing you can do would compare to my punishment if I use the last of my stock on a tent girl.
Well, he is admittedly in a sticky situation. Unlike the current Carja government, which treats most of its citizens quite fairly, this one is more. The Shadow Carja seems to be much more of a military junta dictatorship by comparison. So, of course, it's going to go to most of the guys doing the fighting, and the guys lording over them too.
You're kind of an ass, healer.
There's no cure for a conscience, but in this line of work, I've built up an immunity to it.
So, Dr. House,
And yet,
then.
if you feel so strongly about this one girl, perhaps we can make a deal. My charity for a Thunderjaw heart.
That's not how charity works.
I think I got one.
It is how deals work. You'd settle my debts. For a while.
I already have the part.
Yay.
Wow, we could already have a deal. Quickly now, let's salve your poor conscience.
See to the girl, and it's yours. Not before.
Oh, please. On my oath, this girl will survive to see our sad future. You and I shouldn't be seen together. Go on to the slums ahead of me. I'll find you presently. You do stand out in a crowd.
I'm glad I held on to it.
Another day. What'll this one hold?
Yeah, the hearts for a lot of the early stuff, you know, like the Watchers, the Striders, and all the other cattle-looking ones. Yeah, you know they're gonna be asking for the higher ranked stuff like Stormbirds and Thunderjaws. So I'm glad I held on to that. Hell, I actually have one left. Or is it the only one that I have left? Or is it the same one? I don't know. Either way, glad I have it. And just like and I've done that with the other parts of the past where it's like, oh, I already have the thing. Here, take it. All's well. So that saves me the trouble. So I can't go in Sunfall without risking getting myself blown. So stay away from there at the moment, I guess. And I don't see any green exclamation marks, so... So who knows, really? At least that's what they're insinuating.
This sort of makes me anxious.
A boss.
It's you. Hello again.
I've brought someone to see your sister.
How did you... What did we do to deserve... No, wait. I don't even want to ask, in case a shadow passes over and it's gone.
Smart boy.
She'll have his full attention, won't she?
Once I'm freed of other distractions, yes.
So he's pretty much Dr. House.
Food, I do whatever most these Outlanders are doing and more.
Thank you, again, for giving her a better chance.
That's enough excitement for my rest day.
It's disconcerting to see so many savages around Sunfall. Rumor has it they're in Bahavas' employ.
What's she called?
Shiana.
Sun and Shadow. If you can't trust Uthid, who can you trust?
Funny you call me savage when you're all dressed up in rags. Yeah, I don't... There's nothing up there. The Healer's Oath. Wait, why is it crossing an X over talk to Galeev? Like, I did talk to him. What are you talking about? Like, seriously? I did talk to him. Why is it have an X mark over it? That makes no goddamn sense. And I saw no exclamation mark marking him before I activated the quest, so the game's full of shit. Look at that, a rope that goes down. Several. Wonder what's up there. Something important, probably. Bonk. No geese. Funny how two geese, one that I missed, can suddenly pop up, and most of the time they're nowhere to be found. It's a vantage point. That is why. One of the last two. And there's a bandit camp. Right over there, actually. Out on the old dusty trail, or in this case, the dusty mountaintop.
I can still get the upper hand. Can't carry more.
Another one.
Day 12. As we watched the booster arc up into the night sky, riding a pillar of flame, you took my hand, squeezed it, and said, "You have written the story of our family across the stars."
Okay, so this was some kind of... It's either some kind of arena or a launch pad. Don't know. Bryce Orbital. Okay, so it was a space station of some kind. Hi, Ma. Last stop after this, I'll have said everything I need to. It was just a routine launch, but for us, it might as well have been Apollo 11. It was my first payload, a seeker extractor with an upgraded propulsion system I designed. The vehicle was destined for M9282, an asteroid rich in ruthenium and tungsten. Never heard of ruthenium. A metallurgic claim as it happened. A family event, through and through. So there we stood in the open air as night fell and the stars came up, and of course I was thinking of that night years before when we watched the Perseids together and talked about and dreamed of this very moment. You were thinking of it too, because when the booster launched, as it rose into the sky in its jet of flame, you took my hand and said, "You have written the story of our family across the stars." Even then I knew it wasn't true. The vehicle was headed for a rock, not a star. It was a routine launch, not some voyage of discovery, but my heart was too full of quibble. I just smiled and squeezed your hand back. It was the finest moment of my life, you and me. Ma, onwards and upwards, the start of great things. But after you died, I broke down. The meaning of that night changed. Everything that had seemed wonderful seemed to turn rotten and false. It seemed false because it was false. I'd never written anything across the stars. Sure, I'd hoped to work on a project like that, a deep space probe or a colony ship, but it never happened, and now that my career was over, it never would. And then when I found out about the plague, the memory haunted me even worse, because it wasn't just me who failed to write a story across the stars, you see. It was all of us, our entire species, all our innovation, all our tech, all our striving, and it came to zero. I've been looking up the stars a lot, Ma, and the only story I see written across them is that we are small and insignificant and will soon disappear with hardly a trace left behind. It's a hard story, and I don't much like it, so I guess maybe that what I've been trying to do these past 12 days is tell a different story. Not a big story written across the stars, but a tiny one written across the humble earth of the only world we will ever get to know. I have no reason to think that anyone or anything will survive to ever read it, but whether that happens or not, the truth of the story remains that once upon a time, on a planet called Earth, there lived a boy named Bashar who loved his mother very, very much. Goodbye, Ma. I love you. Bashar Mati, son of Amal and Behas Mati, stepson of Wyatt Mahante, 24th November, 2064. So we have one more left. The Academy, Colorado Springs, the museum that he wrecked, Vale Falls, Eagle Canyon, the Monument Valley, Orbital, Lake Powell, then these. One more left. Kings Peak, Sterling, and Denver. This was the one where he... What happened? What, he off himself or something? Yeah, I can't remember exactly. I needed the meat. Let's work our way up. Actually, let's work our way over here. Yeah. Another satellite dish. And bandits.
She moved that away.
See how much of a mess you make.
You went down fast. Medical supplies. I'll take what answers you supply. Joseph, King of Dreams, anyone? Oh, that movie is so underrated. It's not as good as Prince of Egypt. It clearly did not have the same production values of Prince of Egypt, but you know what? As a damn good prequel movie set in that same, you know, by those same people, I definitely love it. Definitely deserves more attention than it ultimately gets. I wish there were more of those movies. Prince of Egypt, Joseph, King of Dreams. I wish those guys in DreamWorks had made more of those biblical movies. Samson and David and a couple of others. Whoa, what is this? Is that supposed to be fog? Or smoke? Because it looks a little low res. Like, very low res. What am I looking at? Ugh! Is it supposed to look like that? Because that does not look good. That looks pretty bad. That looks very unusual. Oh, great. Glint Hawks. Just my luck. Fucking Glint Hawks. They're quite chatty. Have them fight. I ain't doing it. Okay, no fair. Why the fuck is he aiming at me? Good riddance. Ugh, fucking hate these guys.
I'd have to leave something else behind.
There it is. Metal flower. Unknown resign. By its own nature, it towers above tangles of rivers. Don't say it's a lot of dirt piled high. Green, blah, 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 blah. And we have one more flower. One more, and it's all the way back here. Where the ancient, yep, right over here. Alright. One more vantage point, 2 more metal vessels, and a corrupted zone right there. Actually, no, there's a bandit camp right there. I might go do that.
The scrapes.
That cloud, man. That cloud is just bothering me. Because it does not seem to look to fit with the game. It looks... it's weird. It's like a giant block. Like, look at that. Like, look at that. Those aren't clouds. That's a big black chunk of polygons. What the hell?
I just gotta tough the storm out. Need them soon enough.
Satellite dishes.
This won't go quietly.
Uh-oh. Nope. No, thank you. Ah, it's all the way over there. What is he weak against? There's 2 other machines that I have yet to run into. Well, 3. One looks like a bulldog of some kind, and I don't have no idea what this is. Oh, wait a minute. It's the rock thrower. I never got a full scan of it. Now I do. Body's weak to freeze, tear. For the limbs. Exhaust port and the fuel sack. Really? 2 of them? Not interested. Not interested. Leave me alone, you stupid shits. Where the fuck am I?
This'll help.
And another side quest.
Red light.
And I'm dead because of bullshit. Lovely. Ugh. I just wanted to watch her corpse. I did not want to fight. And I certainly did not want to fight the freaking mole monsters. And there just had to be 2 of them because of reasons. I'm all the way back here. Are you shitting me? Fucking kidding me? Ugh. Oh yeah. Because I did not think to save at the last fire that I went to. And I got completely disoriented because of those stupid things right there. $10:23. Get to bed soon.
So they woke up.
Of course they do. And I'm not bothering them with them. Because I have better things to do. Top 5 most annoying enemy in the game by far. Them and Glinthawks. And Stalkers. Okay, do what I didn't do before. Save my game. They're all fighting for some reason. Got the side quest that's right there. Apparently they're all fighting for some reason. Oh, I get it. They're probably fighting the bull that It did not save the rock machine. Lovely. I have to go and scan the damn thing all over again.
Almost had it.
Oh, it's a bandit. Fuck off. You bovine bitch. For a second, I thought they were fighting the machine that I had taken over, but no.
Keep that for later.
Didn't do that. Okay, the guy that was there is not there anymore. Let's go do this bandit camp and get it over with, so that way all's well. Nice woodland area. Looks like this was a bridge at one point. I think this is the last bandit camp. Is it who I think it is? Or is it somebody else? Yep, it is him. It's Nil. Haven't seen him in a long time.
I waited for you. Time passing pulls the anticipation tight as wire.
How many has it been now?
I don't keep count, Nil.
Don't keep count. Sometimes I just don't get you. Are you like us, or a little different?
Hopefully a little different.
That's what you're gonna tell yourself. Shall we get started?
Shattered Kiln. So, I'm guessing this is the last one, because I don't see any more, really. And it's a big one from the looks of things.
I don't think that large nap.
Lee. Goddamn aim.
Finally.
Elite archer, huh?
Not over till it's over.
Saving these for the trail.
Looks like this place was taken not long ago. This feels like it anyway.
There's people in those cages.
Alarms over there.
An alarm. Can't let them get to it.
Trouble! We need that signal up!
That could have gone better because of the fucking context-sensitive button.
Just sniffing around.
Oh, attack from behind. Nope, missed it.
Got anything?
All right.
Okay, so far, partially good anyway.
I'm about to have some fun.
In the brain.
Everything's sharp and looming in the rain.
Yep. Nope, not yet. The last vessel says Sterling Malkeet. Wait. Didn't I give this to Alita? Why the fuck do I still have it in my inventory? And why do I have two of them? The game did not give them the key. Yeah, everything's checked, Mark. Why do I still have it? That makes no goddamn sense. No sense at all. Are you kidding me? Okay, so I can sabotage it by shooting it.
I'm gonna get you out. Are you ready to move?
Okay, so I can sabotage it by shooting it. I don't need to just walk up to it. You know, I had that thought in the back of my mind for the longest time, but I never did it. I never bothered to do it. That's actually kind of cool, really. Being able to destroy alarms from far away without having to go up. I mean, in this case, it's with arrows, whereas in games like Deus Ex, you could just hack them from afar.
We got prowlers, friends.
All right.
Oh yeah, fighting time. Pay attention. I'm
Lost him.
Yay! Final bandit camp cleared. And we talk to Nil. Sell some of this shit. Cleared all the bandit camps. Yes. Wait a minute, missed one. So now this is Carja territory. Some kind of tower right there. There's the main loot.
Got too much already.
Fat loot.
Ugh, too sunny.
Tell me about it. It's a rooster right there they propped up.
I'll sleep well tonight.
Okay, now they want to talk to me to talk to Nil again.
These little moments are refreshing, aren't they?
That could be the least creepy thing you've said to me.
Ah, that glimpse of yourself in their eyes just as the cloud of death passes across them.
Never mind. There it goes.
That's funny. I love that. I know I've said a lot of the characters' facial expressions look creepy with those smiles, but honestly, with Nil, it actually works for him because he genuinely does look kind of creepy, and in that he revels in it. Ugh. But that last bit right there, that was funny, and the quip.
You know, Nil, if you get tired of bandits, there is a group called the Eclipse.
That's a political situation.
They're murderers, and they're raising an army of machines. That's a little more than politics.
Don't hate me for being single-minded. Besides, I wouldn't bet on how long the Shadow Carja are going to last, if you're in for the kill.
Nil. Yep, Nil. Did I say Nif? I think I meant to say Nil. I don't know anymore. I'm tired.
I saw Sunstone Rock for myself.
Only visiting, I hope. Carja justice has become so complicated. Is Geneva still shackled there?
Geneva is the warden, if that's what you mean.
Oh, such a waste of an intoxicating ferocity. We fought together. And each other. Ah, but don't let me get sentimental.
Oh yeah, the lady from before who we helped round, some loose criminals up.
We've come a long way from Norland. Where have you been, Nil?
I heard the roads of the Sundom were no longer safe. And thankfully, it was true. Ambushes, raiding parties, even corrupted machines. The mortal wounds just opened themselves to accept my arrows. But you knew this already. You've been walking on the edge of life and death. I can tell.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
It's a long story.
With many quick endings, I hope.
Well, I guess that's it. So we've We hung out with him for a while in Nora Lands, then he came all the way out here, so it's been a million years. The return of Nil.
Goodbye, Nil.
I don't want to alarm you, but the bandits are thinning out. Makes you wish you could kill them more than once, doesn't it?
That depends.
Once is enough.
You're right, of course. Once is enough. When you really make it count.
Okay, goodbye, Nil.
That was funny. Cause for concern. Wait, there's another? Wait, what? Cause for concern. Talk to Nil.
It's so bittersweet. Like a smile for the bloody teeth.
What's the matter? You look disappointed.
Oh, the bandit clans are gone. I hear another turned back at the southern plains, just at a sniff of the legend we carved.
That's what all this bloodshed was for, to end the bandit threat.
But now there's nothing left to kill. Unless... No.
I guess this is our last farewell.
What does he want?
After all we've been through, this isn't the place for that. There's a mesa south of Meridian with a view of the spear shafts. Meet me there.
What does he have in mind? Top the mesa south of Meridian. Alrighty then. What is on his mind? What is going on in that creepy, smiling mug of his? Let me go get this campfire, and then I'll go head down there. Is that a... what is that thing right there? Does not look like a behemoth, is it?
It's not what I imagined when I was a boy, but it's decent work.
Grown too soft. Too much Oseram influence at the palace.
Boo-hoo.
What's he thinking, letting Dervahl live?
He's gonna give Dervahl to the Oseram, and the Oseram will take care of it from there. Happy? Sadly, it's a little thing called politics, and it's much more complicated than many of us like to think it is. It's annoying, I know, but you gotta deal with it. Seriously, there's more Watcher corpses than most of the other ones combined. That looks old. Oh, it's just a bunch of rocks. That looks like something. A lot of something. Whoa, what is this? The remains of some kind of... yeah, it's a base of some kind. And I'm looking at the tower of it right there. What the hell? Well, whatever it is, I'm not doing it right now. I'll save that for later. For now, we gotta go meet you-know-who. The return of Nil. And all his creepy Nilisms. I wonder if that's if his name is a play on like nihilist. Sounds kind of like it, like it's short for it. Or nihilist, however you say it. Okay, there's a dead body right here for some reason. 2 dead bodies out here for some reason. Okay, did he
I
get...
can't spare the weight.
Wait, he said there were bandits that were down here, right? That had heard the legend or whatever of what had happened, of what we've been doing. And did he come down here to just get him? Yeah, he beat me to it. He worked fast. What fast travel system was he using?
Nil. I did wonder on my way here. Well, if you were luring me into an ambush.
Where's the fun in that? Some bandit sprawl would never have done for our arena. But this, much better.
What?
There's a sense of drama. So, what do you say? How about we try to kill each other?
Are you kidding me?
Wait. You brought me out here to ask if I want to fight you?
To the death. We'll savor it because we only get this one time.
Actually, I don't know what else I expected.
Do it or decline it. Accept or decline. Accept, I suppose.
If this is how it has to end, Nil.
Everything does. Only, you are so conscientious. I wouldn't want to push you into something that wasn't genuine. Especially death. There's nothing more genuine.
That's very thoughtful of you. Let's finish this.
Ah. What? Okay. He just tripped and fell and all his health went away. Okay.
Oh, don't look so concerned. I should say, I always knew it would end this way. Since we first met. But if I'm honest, I thought I could take you.
You wanted to die. Well, that was weird. He wanted to die because he grew completely bored. Well, he probably did, but he thought he could take me. Either way. That was weird. Like, he had like 3/4 health left. You know, I roasted him, I froze him, then he comes right over here and he trips and falls to his death. That was weird. Like, what just happened? I don't know anymore. Fuck it. I think I need some more Ridgewood. At least I think I do. It certainly comes across like it. And I haven't picked up that many in a long time. Yep. Nil is most definitely short for nihilist. Would make sense. It's the only thing that's on his mind. Death. Well, other than the hunting lodges and the ancient armory, I got nothing else to do. And of course, the frozen wilds, which I'm saving for later. So we got the final vantage point, second to last corrupted zone, and the last two ancient vessels, the last flower way back in the armory, and this. So we gotta go into this old structure right here, whatever it is. And there's a new machine literally right next to where I am. I'm kind of curious. Oh, it's a behemoth. Well, if that's a behemoth... Oh, it never logged into my system. That's what it is. I thought I'd already had a behemoth logged in. I guess I never got it fully recorded. Honestly, it's very inconsistent with whether or not it loads anything. Yep, behemoth, not some giant bulldog-looking thing. Charges and overruns targets with its great bulk. So I need to get the Rock Breaker recatalogued again. And then there's whatever this is. The Death Bringer or whatever they called it. Anyway. Alrighty then. So, we've primarily done mostly exploring. Namely, going back and getting all of this. But we did do much of it. There's the freaking what's its name right over here, the rock biter, which is so freaking annoying. I hate. I mean, I like their look, but fighting one, I can tolerate. Fighting two, yeah, no. To hell with that. And I still have to do it because of the corrupted zone way back on the other end. So, at the moment, as far as quests are concerned, Weapons of the Lodge, which I'm putting off for whatever time I want to do it, which likely will be, you know, in my lonesome. Frozen Wilds, I may or may not do in this playthrough. I might save it for something else, since it's completely self-contained and has nothing to do with the main story. And then there's Ancient Armory, which I do not want to go do yet until I 3 power cells. I have 2 of them, but there's 3 more of them. So I'd rather get it all done in one fell swoop rather than just go to and fro, you know? So when I come back, I might go take a peek at whatever's over here, although it might not even be anything, and I'm just wasting my time. And then there's, but then there's the last vantage point there, and the last 2 mugs right here, and like I said, the second to last corrupted zone. So, yeah, that seems to be the ringer for what's going on here. So, awful pixelated smoke aside, this looks like it's going to be an interesting little area right here. It looks like some kind of former base of some kind. There's a big building right over here that I could see in the horizon, which looked ominous. So that's what's on the agenda. Will I do it tomorrow? Don't know. It is my long day after all, so I may just take a break and do a little Monster Hunter on my lonesome, or I may be able to make the time and do it. I don't know. I'll think about it. Either way, that's the agenda for next time, so not much else to say, so yeah, keep your quilt full and your trophy shiny, and I'll be back tomorrow with more, either tomorrow or Thursday with more, whichever works better. So thank y'all for watching. See y'all later.